After importing the Sweet Home 3D model of the house and setting up the cameras, the Nishida sky, and the sun position, as demonstrated in our previous videos, it's now time to render the scene. In the outliner, select the kitchen camera. Then, in the Layout workspace, go to the View menu, choose Cameras, and select Set Active Object as Camera to make it the active camera. Once you've entered the GU coordinates and set the north direction, the next step before rendering is to adjust the time and date. Next, in the Render Properties tab represented by the small camera icon, we choose Cycles as our render engine. Cycles provides high-quality, photorealistic results by using physically accurate lighting and shading. To manage our rendering time on a low-performance computer, we go to the Render panel and set the time limit to 60 by 10, capping the render time at 10 minutes. In the Output Properties tab, the printer icon, we select the HDTV 1080 pixel format preset. Since this is our first test render, we reduce the resolution scale to 50% in order to speed up the process. In the Render menu, we select Render Image. As the render unfolds in cycles, the scene gradually emerges from a cloud of noise, with light tracing every surface and shadow until the image sharpens into a lifelike world, rich with detail, depth, and realism. Rendering in cycles is like watching a photograph slowly emerge in a darkroom, each pass unveiling deeper light, texture, and realism, while in YafaRay on Sweet Home 3D, the image renders more quickly and cleanly, though with less nuanced depth and atmospheric richness. After 10 minutes of rendering in cycles, the scene comes to life with natural light pouring through windows, casting soft, realistic shadows and reflections that give the space depth and warmth. Imagine the result in high-performance computer. Imagine the breathtaking detail achievable on a high-performance computer. In contrast, the same scene rendered in YafaRay with Sweet Home 3D appeared flat and excessively dark, requiring artificial lights just to make the space visible, which compromised both realism and atmosphere. This echoes what we saw in the daylight video from Sweet Home 3D in the previous video, but the sunlight revealed some imperfections like dark spots on the baseboard of the kitchen cabinets that weren't visible in the renderings we created in Sweet Home 3D. It's time to fix those flaws and take a closer look at the 3D topology of our home model. Stay tuned.